Chairman Deutch.
Thank you, Chairman McGovern, Ranking Member Cole, Representative Esquire, Ranking Member Wlarski, distinguished members of the committee. I am saddened to be testifying before the Rules Committee for a second time this Congress. Once again, it is the refusal to apologize, the refusal to show basic human decency, and the refusal to uphold the reputation of the House that brings us together this evening. Once again, Republican leadership has refused to hold one of its members accountable for abhorrent statements and incitement to violence, and so House Resolution 789 is an unfortunate but necessary measure. House Resolution 789, which was referred to the Committee on Ethics, seeks to censure Representative Gosar of Arizona and remove him from his positions on 2 committees, and I thank Representative Speer for leadership on this important resolution. This resolution and Representative Gosar's video must be considered within the context of our current political climate. Not 10 months ago, we all personally lived through and bore witness to the deadliest act of violence ever perpetrated against the United States Capitol. Some of our colleagues were trapped in the upper gallery of the House while an angry mob wielding weapons tried to beat down the chamber doors to disrupt certification of President Biden's Electoral College victory. As that angry mob breached the Capitol, those in the crowd chanted threats to hang Vice President Pence. Since January 6th, Congress has faced further threats of bombs and specific attacks. Several individuals have been arrested for carrying out such threats. According to Acting Police Chief Pittman, Capitol Police Chief Pittman, death threats against members of Congress doubled in the first 2 months of 2021 compared to the previous year. In response, many of our colleagues have had to upgrade their personal security to better protect themselves and their families. The threat of actual violence against members of Congress is real, and it is growing. Now more than ever, many of us fear for our physical safety, which is why Representative Gosar's video and his subsequent public statements trivializing his conduct are so deeply concerning. In the video posted from Representative Gosar's official Twitter account on November 7th, an animated figure bearing his image stabs and appears to kill a larger character on which Representative Ocasio-Cortez's face is superimposed. Later in the video, the animated figure with Gosar's face lunges at President Biden with 2 swords drawn, ready to slash, and the video also includes images beneath a frame of spattered blood. These are depictions of violence against elected public officials posted by another elected official. The urgency here is that Representative Gosar has suggested the murder of a colleague who serves on a committee on which he himself serves. The House cannot normalize this abhorrent behavior. Depictions of violence against elected officials can encourage others to inflict actual violence, which further jeopardizes the safety of our colleagues. And any member who uses his public platform to suggest physical violence in any form against a colleague and against the President of the United States reflects extreme discredit on this body. Such conduct violates the most basic standards of collegiality, civil discourse, and public decency. House Resolution 789 was referred to the Ethics Committee, but the Ethics Committee cannot remove a member from a committee, nor can the committee censure a member. The committee can recommend these sanctions, and only after an investigative subcommittee has been impaneled to make such a recommendation to the full committee. The ultimate power to censure a member of Congress and remove him from committees rests with the House. There are no open factual questions here. There are no questions of intent. The video is clear on its face. It is clear from the content of the horrible video and from Representative Gosar's public comments minimizing it that his censure and removal from the Natural Resources and Oversight and Government Reform Committees is appropriate. If Clause 1 of the Code of Conduct is to have any meaning, and if we are to take seriously our responsibility to uphold the reputation of the House, Representative Gosar must be held accountable for his conduct, and that's why I support House Resolution 789. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.